Well played. I am grateful for the contest.
Wahoo! I finally won the stupid game. Where's trophy? And still didn't pop. Oh dear. The trophy didn't pop. Well, guess I'm gonna have to go play through the other two mini games again.
Thank you for the game. Thank you. I hope we play again soon.
There it is. Platinum, finally. Get me out of here. Get me the freak out of here. Oh man, this game was a whole freaking journey, let me tell you. When I initially like started up AC3 again, I went in expecting this game to take a little bit to finish. Maybe kind of a grind because I looked into it ahead of time. Said, people said this game was a bit, long and stuff like that. A lot to do. So I was expecting it to take a little while, but the game turned out to be much longer than I thought it would, and it wound up being a complete pain in the ass. Fantastic. I'm just gonna like summarize all some of the, well, not all, but I'm just gonna summarize some of the stuff it is, because this video will go on for like an eternity if I just went on an actual rant about how this freaking my experiences was with Assassin's Creed 3. But for instance, I wasn't really a big fan of the parkour controls in this game. Sometimes, some of the way the parkour works in this game felt a little glitchy or kind of weird, or got kind of weird behavior sometimes because Connor, I'd be free running in places and Connor would start climbing up the side of buildings and stuff when I didn't want him to, even though I would slightly brush up against something. Like if I was trying to run away from guards or something like that, and I was trying to run in between buildings, if I brushed up against the side of a building a little too close, Connor would just immediately start trying to climb it, and then I would have the guards catch up to me when I don't want them to climb anything. So that was freaking annoying. And sometimes Connor would I'd had trouble making Connor either climb down and jump off of certain pieces of the environment. It's some instances he would just get kind of stuck there and refuse to move on some parts. So that was freaking annoying. Also to the parkour controls in this game. And honestly, I found this game really glitchy overall. I've had the game crash on me I have the game pretty much outright crashed on me twice. And they were both down in the underground tunnels area where you unlock the shortcuts and stuff. When I was in the underground, when I would picked up a red barrel in order to blow up some of the shortcut passages, and I would run with the barrel, and all of a sudden the game would just turn bright white. The audio glitched out and the game ran at literally 2 frames a second. It would struggle just for me to even open up the map or pause the game. It was a really, really weird glitch. I don't even know what happened. I just picked up a red barrel and just tried to run with it randomly at one point, and the game just freaking died. That happened twice. And then I had the game pretty much soft lock on me on the 3rd time while still down in the underground because I picked up a barrel, put it down, shot it, and Connor's arm got stuck in like a weird animation thing after because usually when he pulls out his gun to shoot the barrel and stuff, his arm got like stuck, and I couldn't get it unstuck, and I couldn't actually do anything, and I couldn't reset it I couldn't reset Connor's animations or anything no matter what. So like his arm got stuck, and I couldn't pick up or move anything, so I had to restart the game because it was soft locked and wouldn't let me do anything. So that was fun. Some of these some of these quote unquote optional objectives, they're not really optional, seeing as you have to meet the requirements for the optional objectives and like the main and side quest missions in order to get the full 100% sync to 100% this game. Yeah, some of these optional objectives were annoying as absolute hell, dude. Like conflict looms was a big one. Some of the naval missions, the optional objectives made them really annoying to do. There's quite a few, like a lot of not every single mission, but quite a few of the missions in this for the optional objectives was really, really annoying. Like seriously, go on like Google or something and look up stories about people trying to 100% this game. There's so many stories. There's so many like just war stories just about people struggling trying to get the 100% in this game. It is a monster trying to 100% this freaking game. And speaking of that, like I said, the 100% this game, you have to do literally everything in the game. Like you have to do all the of course you have to do all the main missions. You have to do every side mission. You have to get the 100% in every side mission. You can't skip anything. You have to grab every single collectible, do every single little mission in the game. It got to a point where it was starting to feel really monotonous after a while. Like it just felt like it took forever to do things and to get progress on certain objectives and certain missions and stuff. And just really felt like the game was dragging out because some of the things just require, like I said, a whole lot of stuff, like some of the club challenges. I mean, you can like meet the requirements for the club challenges while you play the game, but some of like the later challenges, like the Frontier challenge and stuff like that, it takes so long to fill the requirements for some of those challenges, even though you work towards them even when they're not active. It takes a freaking while. And I kind of when I went into this game initially to get the platinum stuff, I kind of had to speed run my playthrough this game to a certain degree because the online shutdown announcement. That's what made me jump back into Assassin's Creed 3. Is that they said they're going to shut down the online for this game and a few other games. And there's one trophy in this game. I'll get more into that later. But there's a trophy in this game that needs the online in order to get it. So without the online, you can't get that trophy. But in order to have the opportunity to get this trophy, you pretty much have to beat the game, because the only way of making it available is if like you have to like beat the game. It's like an in-game, post-game kind of thing. So you pretty much have to beat the game in order just to have the opportunity to get this trophy. And I wanted to make sure I would have enough time to get to play through the game and meet the requirement and unlock the ability to get the trophy, because from what I heard, the trophy was pretty glitchy. Like I said, I'll get into that. So I wanted to make sure I wouldn't lose any time or whatever, because when an Assassin's Creed's announcement first shuts down first got announced, I was a little hesitant on doing it at first. So I looked into it. I'm like, man, this sounds like it might take a long time to do. I don't really have like a lot of time like that. But then after a while, I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll try it. And then so I just been going in and trying to just play through the game a little quickly and beat it and get to the online trophy. But speaking of the online trophy, it pretty much requires you to place these. I forgot what the name of the trophy was. You'll see it on the trophy list here, but basically the trophy requires you to place these pivots on the map to narrow down and find the location of a specific pivot, and you pick up that pivot and you unlock things with it. You have to do this like a certain number of times. Forgot the maximum. I think it's like 10 or 12 or something like that. And you need to be online or for these pivots to appear and place them down and all that stuff. So hence, then, like I said, with this, I had to kind of speed run the game just to make sure I could get to the end and be able to unlock this trophy, the ability to get this trophy and stuff. So you have to like have online to be able to see and activate the pivots, because without online they don't appear, so you can't get them. And this trophy is notoriously glitched. I knew about it, as like I said, when I researched how Assassin's Creed 3 was, I already knew about how glitched this trophy was when I went to it. This trophy is notoriously glitched. It's like it's just weird. Like even if you're online and stuff, it just sometimes the pivots don't appear, or they appear but you interact with it and you get like this infinite loading circle thing, which happened to me, which happens to a lot of people that try to get it. So basically, a lot of people, to get that, unlock that trophy, a lot of people reported that you have to delete your friends list to, I forgot the exact number. You pretty much have to remove people off of your friends list to about at least 30 people or below 30, I think it was. You had to like delete half your freaking, or a good portion of your freaking PlayStation friends list just to get the pivots to work or something like that. And I finally do get to the pivots, right? So I set up to get the pivots and stuff. I look into it because it's a little confusing the first time you do it until you get the hang of it. So I was doing all the stuff, trying to get the pivots, and like I said, I got the glitch too. It they wouldn't appear, couldn't activate, everything like that. So I'm like, great. I thought I was gonna have to sit here and delete my friends list, but I really wasn't willing to do that. I'm not gonna sit here and delete half and nuke half my friends list just to get a stupid freaking trophy. I really wasn't looking forward to doing that. I was about to just say screw it and just not even bother getting it if I was gonna make me have to delete my freaking friends list to get it. But luckily, when I was looking at research about this trophy, I found an alternative solution that someone posted by simply just like signing in and out of the game while in game. Like, that saying that, oh, did you try turning it off and on again? That's literally what you do for this. You literally just sit in game and sign out and sign back in and sign out and sign back in and something like that, and several different times. And I did this several times, and finally, eventually, it actually worked. It actually, I signed in and out, in and out. I don't know how many times, and finally, it just started working. And then I just knocked out all the pivots that day, then and there. The second it worked, I just sat down and got all the pivots in one day because I was not risking having the thing mess up again. I was just going to power through and get all the pivots that day. So that one trophy right there in and of itself was an entire headache. The original gamer trophy for that stupid freaking Phanarona game was the one that was keeping me from the platinum for the longest time. Out of every trophy in this stupid game, the original gamer trophy, because of that one mini game, took me the absolute longest to get. That trophy in itself was a whole like other nightmare, and in general, like, it was just annoying as all hell, dude. Like, you would not believe the lengths I had to go through just to figure out how to beat the stupid computer at the game. And like, I've never even heard of this game before. I never want to look at it again because of Assassin's Creed 3. Like, I pretty much had to download. I had to like go on the internet, find different forum posts about people raging about the game. Tried to download, came across like several different like little game websites and different little like apps and stuff to download just to try to like play against the computer, and how the computer like mimic the moves of the computer in the game, and just essentially kind of have like the computer kind of playing against the computer in a way. So I had to like try to find different Phanarona games or whatever to download to like play against it in Assassin's Creed 3. Like half of them I found wouldn't work because some of them require Java, and Java doesn't like work anymore. So some of the websites I found didn't work or run anymore. I had to download a whole like little separate like games collection, like just basic board game collection thing. Tried that for a while with some annoying freaking music running in the background the entire time that you couldn't turn off. Couldn't get that to work. I found a Phanarona game like on my phone that I downloaded and tried that out, but I couldn't figure that out because the game was just really weird. Like the way it played was awkward. Trying to like play it against yourself or whatever and mimic it in the game, that whole thing was weird. And not to mention that when I loaded the game up, for whatever reason, it was in a completely different language. It was like in French or something. I don't even know what that was. So finally I just gave up completely on trying to like download anything to help me play, and I just like watched a couple like videos of people playing, and I just like sat down and just several, I don't even know how many failed attempts later, probably 100 or so or something like that, but an ungodly amount of failed attempts later, I finally got it. As y'all saw in the video earlier, that was the first thing I did, was finally beat that accursed evil ass mini game. That trophy, like I said, was the one keeping me from the plat this entire time. If it wasn't for that trophy, I would have been platted the game months ago. Like you can even tell, like when I started playing this game initially was in like the February 2012, 2013, whatever whatever the timestamp on the trophy is when I originally started playing, and then I played the game again. As you can see, I was playing this game, and since like it was either July or August or something like that. I can't remember exactly when, but I basically started playing this game like months ago, when before the announcement hit, or before the server shut down, and only just now, a couple day or so ago, finally got the stupid freaking original gamer trophy. Like that was insane, dude. Like, yeah, that was freaking, yeah, that was insane. That, like, I could tell war stories about this freaking game. Like, yeah, overall, I actually wasn't even expecting this game to be as big of a nightmare as it turned out to be. Like, I really didn't, I really did enjoy playing this game all that much when I was like going through the game and trying to like get the platinum and stuff. Like, I initially went into this game with a neutral mindset because I haven't played it in years. Like I said, the original play of this game was from when, like, I think it was like February or something in 2012 or 2013 or whatever, when this game first came out. I only played through like the first 1 or 2 chapters and I stopped playing. I don't remember why, but like, I guess because of how like this turned out, I guess this may be why I stopped playing the game back then. I don't know. I just remember I just dropped this game because I got bored with it at some point early on, or I don't know why exactly. That was just my guess. But yeah, I went into this game on this new playthrough with a neutral mindset. It's like, okay, it might take a while to, because it's kind of a long, grindy kind of game, but whatever. But I had no idea the game was just going to be this much of a freaking headache to to play through and platinum. Good lord. I do not want to look at this game no more. I don't even want to think about Assassin's Creed anymore, or Assassin's Creed 3 at least anymore. Like, for me personally, I would not recommend playing AC3. This game is freaking disgusting. This game is on a different level. I did not like Assassin's Creed 3 at all. Like, I don't know, maybe someone else, if you're watching this, maybe if you play Assassin's Creed 3, you might end up having like a better time than I did. But no, I really didn't like Assassin's Creed 3 very much. It has some like fun and interesting moments sprinkled throughout it here and there, like doing all the homestead missions to get the people into your homestead. The homestead missions were a lot of fun. That was the most fun part of the game for me, was the homestead stuff. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Some of the naval missions were kind of cool too, but like I said, the optional objectives and some of those were so stupid that it made the naval missions more annoying and frustrating to play than it needed to be, because of the optional objectives. But yeah, that's pretty much that for Assassin's Creed 3. Now, currently, I'm in the middle of playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood also. Like, I was kind of switching back and forth between these two games. So now that I finished this, I can go in more on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and thankfully, I've been enjoying Brotherhood. Like, I'm still in the middle of it. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't played it in a couple months because, I've been busy working on my my other game that I've been making, so I've been really busy and deep into that. But what I have played of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I'm enjoying it a lot more. It's a lot more fun. The controls don't feel as bugged out or glitchy or whatever as 3 is. It has Brotherhood does have a few annoying parts here and there because of some of the optional objectives, but even then, they are nowhere near as bad as Assassin's Creed 3's. Like, it's like dang near night and day. But yeah, despite that, I'm enjoying Assassin's Creed Brotherhood a lot more. So I can't wait to actually get back and enjoy playing that game again. But yeah, big old rant over. I finally got this freaking platinum. I don't have to look at this game no more. I don't have to think about this game no more. But yeah, I'm Star 5 and I'm out. Please don't forget to rate and comment and subscribe. Peace.